Hello everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you for taking the time to watch another one of my videos. Thank you as always for your incredible support. Today is a massive episode. As you're about to see, I'll show you the calendar. We have got ourselves Aston Villa in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup over 2 legs. And whilst at the start of the season, the Carabao Cup was not my priority, now we're here, I want to make the final. And if we do make it through against Villa, chances are it's going to be Manchester City in the final as they take on Nottingham Forest. So you would expect City to advance through. Speaking of, we actually do play Manchester City in a top of the table clash, which I'll show you the table in just a moment. It is, well, it could not be closer, pretty much. So that game is huge. And you might remember, we played against them a couple of episodes ago now, and we lost by a goal to nil. So we want a bit of revenge for that. We've then got Man United. As you can see, we played both Manchester clubs one after the other. This time around it's flipped, but we've got them one after the other again. And then Palace and Wolves in there in this month as well, which I'm not sure how we'll play those games, but I guess time will tell. Before that though, we've got MK Dons in the FA Cup round of 64. And I don't envisage that we'll lose this game. So I'm going to go ahead and sim it and hope for the very best that we'll get through to the next round. We should be able to beat MK Dons even if I'm not playing. It's taken a while here though to actually sim through, so bear with me and I'll be back once the result is there. And it should be any moment now. There we go. It's a 4-0 victory for us. So yeah, as you would expect. But for now, let's head off then into our first of today's matches. Villa away. We beat them 2-1 last episode, and we want a repeat of that if possible, please. Let's take a look at the 2 lineups before we jump into this. I don't imagine we'll see too many changes. Just to let you know as well, Jack Grealish is still at Villa. I forgot to show you in the last episode, but I did check, and he's just not starting the game. He's 82 rated, I think, now. But they go with Inaki Williams and Sinestra, who scored against us, and Adeyemi as their front 3 here at Villa Park. It's not a bad Villa side whatsoever. You can see ours on the right-hand side. Very strong from Chelsea as well. The only changes I would potentially make would be Kieran Tierney in at left-back. And that's probably it for the starting 11. Adeyemi towards Davis. Great challenge, though, from Bakayoko. How about that from him? And Havertz lays it off. There's the 1-2. Kai Havertz is completely through on goal. It's a big touch, though. And it's a massive let-off for Aston Villa. It's been a strong start from Chelsea. And Kai Havertz bearing down on the Villa goal. You surely thought it was 1-0. And he took a massive touch. Paul Lopez out quickly. And he read it like a book. I mean, still though, we've had most of the possession this first 20 minutes and have been sat in Villa's penalty area, or around it, I should say. As Davis will come away with the ball. I tried to make the run for Moise Kean to lay the through ball, but instead he was dispossessed quickly. And now Villa looking for a breakaway. Sinestra, one of their danger men. They've got him, they've got Inaki Williams, they've got Rene Adelaide, Adeyemi, some very, very good quality players who can hurt you given the chance. Excellent challenge from N'Golo Kante, and now Keane. We've got the run here of Danny Carvajal, who hasn't quite got the pace to keep with us. Couple of options, one of them is Havertz, back post, there he is! And this time, no mistake. Kai Havertz gives Chelsea the lead, and it's what we've deserved from the opening 25 minutes here at Villa Park. You saw moments before this when he should have made them pay for a lapse in concentration. We break through a simple 1-2 with Moise Kean. Carvajal is never going to keep with us for pace, and I had 2 options. It was Kean or Havertz. We picked out the latter, and he picked out the back of the Villa net, and Chelsea have the advantage. But remember, there is still a second leg, so there's still well over 100 minutes of football to play. Bakayoko forward. We've got Keane in front of us. His hold-up play is brilliant. Moise Kean, and he slides that through. Out comes Paul Lopez. I was just trying to put it back into an area where we could have made it work. Unfortunately, though, it's Villa who get to the ball first and are able to clear it. Our 2 CDMs so far have been brilliant. Bakayoko and Kante absolutely solid in there as Paul Lopez makes another save. This is getting even worse for Villa. They really need to find some way of stopping Chelsea, because at the moment it is one-way traffic, starting with Bakayoko and Kante, who have been sensational. We've seen absolutely nothing from Villa so far in this half in the way of a chance. They've not got their best players on the ball enough. Romagnoli there. I'm not sure it's a foul, ref, but it does give Villa a chance then to put the ball into our box, and a bit of defending for Chelsea to do. Adeyemi stands over it. Surely won't go for goal from here. He does! And he actually does test Edouard Mendy. Fair enough. Struck it well enough, but Mendy sort of had it covered all the way, didn't he? And he will give them a corner at least. So it's another chance to get something into the box. Idara over to take this. We've got about 20 seconds plus injury time till half-time. And there is a chance. It's a real chance. Adeyemi's in. And Villa have got an unlikely equaliser from absolutely nothing. Oh, no. I'm actually stunned as to how that actually worked. We've not even been tested in this half. A free kick from distance from Adeyemi sets up the corner. It's not defended from Chelsea. And Villa are back on level terms. 1-1. Havertz back towards me. We've got half an hour here to try and find a goal. Kante, Bakayoko, through to Keane. Brilliant first touch. It's absolutely sublime from Moise Keane. And it's Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 1. Have a look at that. His first touch, brilliant. And then he just slides it past Paul Lopez, runs over to celebrate with Frank Lampard. Dean Smith, on the other hand, he's upset because really Villa have got to defend this better. Bakayoko fires it into the feet of Keane, but it's all about his first touch. And we regain our lead then. Kakache with a run down the left. It gives Chelsea a chance for one more opportunity maybe as he finds us. Lifting it in towards Havertz. The flick-on's there. And it's fallen in the box for Hudson-Odoi. I was wondering what the advantage was, and it is in fact a Villa free kick. So the goal will not stand for Callum Hudson-Odoi and Chelsea. And that will be the last action then here at Villa Park. It would have been great to have got that third goal. I'm not sure what the free kick was for, but anyway, fair enough, whatever. We are massively over the time, as you can see. But it is a victory in leg number 1 for Chelsea. It's an important victory as well. 2-1 the final score, the exact same scoreline that we managed last episode. So, if you need a reminder, this is the Premier League table. There is 1 goal difference separating us and Manchester City. They've scored more, we've conceded less. But it really is a 2-horse race for this title at the moment. The next team, Liverpool, 10 points adrift of us both. We've won the exact same, drawn the exact same, lost the exact same. So this will either be an outstanding game to watch or a boring 0-0 draw. And I hope it's the first of those two. Let's take a look then at the lineups, or the probable lineups at least. But it's usually pretty spot on. For Manchester City, there is theirs on the right-hand side. Sterling, Jesus and Bernardo Silva as their front three. Valverde, Foden and Reece James against his former club in that CDM role that he has been playing a fair bit for City. Dione, Tapsoba, Laporte and Aarons as the back four with Ederson in goal. On the flip side for Chelsea, there's a few changes. Piontek in for Moise Keane. It's myself, Havertz and Gnabry, Kante and Bakayoko. It's important that we start both of those guys. They are brilliant in there. Tierney in for Kakache, Koande in for Romagnoli, Tomori, Cancelo and Kobel, who's a new signing here at Chelsea. I'm not sure why Mendy isn't starting, but we've relied on him a lot this season. So, yeah, no pressure, Kobel. Let's see how this goes. Valverde over the top for the run of Raheem Sterling. No offside flag, and already Raheem Sterling is through. And City have scored after only 3 minutes. I mean, I don't know what to say. I lost the ball in midfield. It came from a pass that I played. But even then, how have we just let Sterling get in behind the defence with absolutely nobody to even try and put a challenge in? And let's face it, our keeper just stands there and watches it go in. I'm not even sure Mendy would have saved that. Oh man, Pep's men are in front after 4 minutes. That has to be the worst possible start we could have hoped for. I never thought when I gave away the ball inside their half, just past the halfway line, that they'd go and score from that. Has to be said, it's not a good start here from Chelsea. It's got even worse. Oh no. Tapsoba heads in at the near post, and Chelsea are stunned at Stamford Bridge. It's 2 for Manchester City. And I don't really know what we can do here, because this first 20 minutes, the difference between the two sides, it does not look like it's only a goal in the goal difference charts. They have turned up here today, Pep's men, meaning business. And we have a massive mountain to climb then. Bernardo Silva, Tomori away, only as far as James. And unmarked is Sterling. Cancelo with a block, vital as well. James shifts it onto his right foot for Jesus, off the outside of the post. It was nearly City 3-0. We are being taught a footballing lesson here. How are they doing this? They're just unreal. Jesus out towards Bernardo Silva. Takes it well. And City looking to pick up where they left off in the first half. With Gabriel Jesus, nobody putting the pressure on. What a ball through. I mean, it's mesmerising. This City side are probably the best team in terms of this performance we faced this season. We cannot get near them. It starts with Foden. Jesus plays it through. First time, a cross goal. I mean, wow. I think that's it. Game, set and match. Look at that for a finish. Kieran Tierney, we've made the run through. Tierney will spot that run. And now we need someone in the box in a blue shirt. We've got a couple of players in there. Tap Sober with a vital challenge. We win it back though. Piontek with a strike. And Ederson with a save. And that's probably been our best moment of the match then. We do manage to get ourselves a corner. A goal now would make it very interesting. I don't think there's any way back for us as Mason Mount is on for Kai Havertz. But a goal just might change the dynamic of this match. There's the cross. It's down in the box and somehow City get away with it. Nobody in a blue shirt challenges, and now Jesus on the breakaway finds Valverde. You can see I'm trying to get back here. Sterling will take over for Manchester City. We do look to have enough players behind the ball, but Jesus has taken over. Do not allow them to get a clear shot at goal. I mean, he's just walked past me there. Kante, Foden through. Oh my, no way. Do you know what? It's not helped by the fact that I'm having one of the worst performances I've probably had in a Chelsea shirt. But overall, the team is having one of the worst performances we've ever had as a team. I've got no excuses. We're actually playing horrifically here, and I can only apologise for it. Ferran Torres makes it 4. That's come from Chelsea's corner as well. Jovic, what a ball from Luka Jovic. They brought him off the bench, by the way. He didn't even start the game. To the other substitute, Ferran Torres. Back post, Cancelo away. And Digne challenging. Serge Gnabry has come away with this. It would be a consolation if Chelsea were to find a goal now, but it would at least give something to shout about for the home fans. We brought the ball down and now can play Mason Mount, who finds Piontek, and quickly Reece James wins it back for Manchester City. And all I can say is I am hoping that somehow, some way, Nottingham Forest manage to make the Carabao Cup final, because if we have to play Manchester City in that, I've absolutely no idea how we are supposed to beat them. Well, it's clear to see that the team who won were the deserved winners. As if the scoreline wasn't enough to tell you the story. 9 shots, 7 on target, 66% of possession to our 2. Yeah, glad that that is over. You can see that United beat Norwich. I missed the Liverpool score there. Maybe they've got some points back. But judging by that performance, I think it is Manchester City who are favourites for this Premier League title then to take it back off us. I mean, even their strength in depth, like they brought on Ferran Torres, Luka Jovic, those players are starting on the bench for Man City. That's insane. Anyway, we've got United up next, and we'll just have to see what goes on here. I'm kind of a little bit shocked. I don't know what to say more than anything. Are you joking me? We've actually drawn. How does that happen? So we get past MK Dons of the FA Cup, but then we draw City in the round of 32. What? Oh, you're joking me. Right, well, we move. See you for United in just a moment. Before that, though, we do have a couple of things to show you, starting with the Team of the Year for 2026. As you can see, we did make the squad, and if you want to check it out in any more detail, just pause the video and you can see the full list of players. I'm pretty sure, though, there was only myself and Havertz who made it in from Chelsea. There's also a new signing to tell you about. Evan Nilsson has joined to play up front, 87 rated. He'll be playing against Moise Kean, Muntianu and Piontek for a starting spot in this Chelsea squad. But he did make his debut here as we took on Manchester United. And honestly, after our result earlier on against City, I thought that this would either be a 0-0 ball draw or we'd most likely lose the game. And in fact, for the first 70 or so minutes, it was looking like the first of those two. We eventually started to get into the game a bit more. Kante testing the palms of Henderson there before United probably thought they should have won the match. This is a glorious chance for Julian Brandt, and he put it wide of the bottom corner. I mean, you can see our goalkeeper was rooted. There was absolutely no way he was getting close to that. So if it was on target, United would have had the lead. But we go straight from that goal kick because as Brandt left the field of play, that was his last action. The ball finds its way out to me on the left-hand side. I head it back here for Kakache. Kante with a fantastic ball immediately. First time down the left-hand side. I was looking towards the middle, looking for options. Eventually, we play the ball in, and Christian Pulisic arrived to give us the lead and make it 1-0 Chelsea. Full time, that was the final score. And yeah, honestly, it was very much a boring match, similar to the last time we played against them when we did end up with a 0-0 draw. So I just thought to myself, we're probably in for the same scenario. And talking about transfers, Callum Morton has left Crystal Palace. Was it Palace? No, West Brom. West Brom, sorry. It was because Palace popped up on the screen there, which I wasn't actually selected for this through suspension. We drew 1-1, frustratingly. But luckily for us, Burnley was actually able to hold City to a 1-1 draw as well. So that meant that, of course, we weren't any more behind them than we already were. So still 3 points is the gap. But Callum Morton had so many clubs looking at him from West Brom, and he actually decided to go to Sampdoria. So I was quite surprised by that, but they've got themselves a steal. I think it was around, I want to say £11 million for him. One of the league's top scorers in the Premier League this year. Had a fantastic campaign, and it was understandable why there was a number of clubs looking at him. And I decided, all right, let's go and just play the FA Cup tie. You know, just to let you know as well, there's no more live matches in today's episode. I'm going to have to make you wait for our second leg against Villa, which will be the first match of the next episode. And that will be, of course, live for you. But as we did face Man City, it was the old story of they've beaten us in the league, but their performance in the cup was very subpar. I won't put it down to the fact that we were good because we didn't do anything special in the game. We were certainly better than the Premier League match against them, but I just don't think we saw the same City side that we saw in the Prem earlier on today, because we were 2-0 up, 2 shots, 2 goals, clinical as you'd like, and we made it 3 with 2 minutes to play here and booked our spot in the next round of the FA Cup. So this result, I don't want us to get ahead of ourselves because it's likely to be Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final if we want to get there by beating Villa in the next episode. But that result there does make it, or give me at least, a little bit more confidence that maybe we'll have a chance. You know, after the Premier League one, I was just sat there thinking there's no way, there's absolutely no way we're able to do it. But maybe, just maybe. Until now, though, or until then, sorry. For now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your incredible support, as always. I hope you have a great day, a fantastic evening. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Until then, much love. Adios.